Okay, welcome back. Being, like I said, from where I left off at, things a partner might say that can be toxic and affect you according to what experts say, and they are, you're a loser. Uh, Being in an unhappy relationship as a couple can cause a person to say this. You're overreacting. A person might be telling you you're overreacting, and they could be the one that's overreacting, but they don't notice themselves. But you don't have to receive that in your spirit. You can cast that out of your spirit, or hey, just let them know I don't receive that. That's your opinion, but I don't receive it. And that will wipe away that being, that going into your spirit and your self conscience. You can wipe that out immediately. Don't receive it. Okay? Okay. Why can't you just be happy? Someone in a relationship for years, why can't you just be happy? A lot of older people tend to use that with each other. They've been together in a relationship for years, a married couple, and they just get tired of looking at each other, face it, and had kids they raised together and everything. These are things, that's something that they would say to each other, but this is a sign of being affected. Words that can be used it can affect you in a relationship. Okay. Okay, and then, like if they don't want you to leave them or get away from them, they could use words like, no one else gonna want you. No one else wanna be with you. Things like that. You can also use the comment of, I don't receive it. That's your opinion, but you're not me and I'm not you. So that's how you feel. That's your opinion. That may be you, but it's not me, and I don't have to receive that. And that'll wipe that out. Okay, and a person that's calling you stupid, oh, you're just a stupid nigger, or you're stupid. You can say, well, I'm not going to call you the same thing. I'm not going to stoop to your level. I don't receive it. I don't receive that. Because you don't have to accept words that are used towards you to belittle you out of the mouth of your enemy, out of the mouth or your partner like that. You don't have to receive it. Long as this relationship is not a physical abuse relationship and you can refrain from continuously being in it, walk away from it. It won't hurt you to walk away from it. Don't receive it in your spirit and refrain from it. If you really love me, uh, people just say, if you really loved me, you wouldn't have done this to me. Those type of things is because a person is hurting within themselves of something that might have happened in their relationship. So they throw that out there, hoping that it will, stop you or put something on your mind. If the shoe fit, wear it. If the shoe don't fit, you don't have to receive that either. Okay? Okay, and then they could say, you left me with no other choice. Okay, choices are to be made out of life anyway. You can choose to go one way or you can choose to go another way. So I choose to be in the light rather than being in the dark. So that's a choice that you have to make in life in recognizing what is a toxic relationship and relationships that's not good for you and that will affect you. Okay, and then words like, you just like your parents, family, you just like another family member, you just like your grandparent, or whatever. You could say, well, the Lord made me, to be a part of that family, so whatever you say. Whatever you say. If it don't have no meaning to it, if they can't explain to you what it is, then, don't take it seriously. Just refrain from, interacting and being around that individual altogether. instead of allowing it to continue to manifest in your spirit a long period of time. Okay? All right. So those were some of the areas that it was focused on, and being able to identify, so you can move forward in your life in a positive sense. I hope I hope I'm reaching someone out there, and someone can appreciate my word up for you about relationship, toxic relationship. Now, I would like to speak to you in an area. Moving on, it's called signs of emotional abusive relationships. Emotional abusive relationship, there's a name that they call gaslight, just like it sounds, relationship. I recommend anyone getting into a gaslight relationship, get rid of it, because 2 times out of 1, it's not going to end up being a very healthy relationship for you, and it's going to end up being a disaster. Okay, but here are some of the topics that experts said, that things that areas that you can be feeling like that's your topic. So know the signs. Okay, feelings that you may have of being confused about the relationship. Then if that's the way your gut's telling you and you have feelings about that, get out of the relationship while you still got time. It's not healthy to stay in a relationship. You might really, really like somebody, but sometimes you have to move from that relationship and learn as you grow. And then someday, eventually, if you pray in a healthy way, pray to the Lord that someday you will be able to identify your true soulmate. Then don't doubt it. Just have faith that God is going to answer prayer. He might not come when you want it, but I'm telling you, He's an on-time God. Yes, He is. Okay? So, feelings of being confused about a relationship and being off balance, or like you are walking eggshells in a relationship, is not healthy. Okay? These are the kind of abusive relationship that often can sneak up on you and occur from just nowhere. So be aware of some of the different type of areas of unhealthy relationship that could be gaslight relationship, and recognize it and get rid of it. Okay? What is an emotional relationship? That's just like being with a psychopath. I tell you, it is just like being with a psychopath. If you notice somebody is psychically disturbed, and you notice all of these reactions, if you're a good person, you'll try to help them seek help if they want help, but they got to want help for you to offer help, for you to seek help for them to get the proper help, that they can get out there to help them in that area. Like, for example, you might get in a relationship with a psycho person, a psycho person, a psychopathic person. That's what I'm saying. And that could be like, psychopath person is similar to a person with bipolar, bipolar relationship, marriage, or something. I'm telling you, if you get into those type of relationship and they're not your soulmate, you're going to know. And you're going to not, if you're a child of the Most High God, you're going to know you're not supposed to be in that relationship. And by all means, drop it. Let it go. But don't be miserable behind it. They might have hit or did something that you liked one time or another, but things change in life. You can't stay with somebody that's not your own, that's really not made for you. So you just thank God for the time that He gave you to be able to change your directions and change your mind about a situation in order to gain that strength and to be able to become strong again so that you can live a healthy, successful life. And then God, He brings things accordingly in order in His timing. You can't rush Him to send you the perfect soulmate, but then you can't also hold on to something that isn't yours for a long period of time. It's just, most of the time, it just does not work. No matter how hard you try to make it work, it do not work. Believe me, it could be just a waste of time, okay? Something interfering in your successful moving forward, so to speak. Okay, so scary signs in a relationship can be controlling, a psycho path. Let's see, a person bipolar, or a spouse, romantic partner, or someone just not having a clue as to their relationship. A controlling person can be a caring and calm and loving person. See, it's two sides to a controlling individual, okay? Like I was getting ready to go into the area, a controlling person can be a caring, charming, and loving person. That's what you can see sometimes, but that's not always the case, because unexpected things in that relationship can happen. Some people pretend to be, in love with you, make you actually believe that, they are loved. And it could be a puppy love thing, like a young individual who, just starting out as a couple. They think they're in love, but honey, you just don't know what love is until you walk the walk and talk the talk and live and tell the story. I tell you. But how to get out of a controlling relationship is should be the focus. Know the signs before addressing your relationship of being a real, true relationship. Breakups are scary. Yes, they are. But it's better to be out of a relationship than to suffer the abuse. Sometimes in a relationship, family get married at early ages, and they end up breaking up the family or whatever, and kids tend to blame the parent that they living with for not being with the other parent, because they, kids, please don't do your parents like that. It might not be the situation. It might be that the two of them just wasn't meant to be. Okay? But they love you as their kids and stuff like that. And Lord knows that families that actually take care of the kids, because some parents don't even care about the kids. If they know the relationship wasn't meant to be, they desert the whole family and just only think about themselves and rebuild a new family. I mean, that's not some situation that a person want to be left with. But there is a lot of women out there that suffered the loss of the significant other, and they might have made a mistake in life at first, but brothers, if you're out there, take care of your kids. Help take care of your kids. Try to be a part of your kids' life. If you help made that child, help to support a single woman in her struggles to survive with your child or with your kids. Don't desert us. Help us out. Know how to treat your unexpected or your sudden surprising wife. You was the one that did what you did to her, and she carried your child for 9 months. I mean, that could be your baby's mama, but whatever that means to you, just recognize the kids don't have to suffer. They shouldn't have to suffer because a man is so self-centered and engaged in his own selfish needs. Brothers, take care of your kids. Learn how to be a responsible father. If you made a mistake, get right with Jesus. Make the right choices. Take care of your children. Because as time go on, these children are gonna hate. They're gonna have resentment towards you because you wasn't there in their life with them. You know, and you jump into, brothers, you jump into your kids' life. When a mother had to be single and raising these kids by themselves. Don't come jumping into the kids' life and they never seen you and never knew you. And then when you see them becoming a celebrity or a superstar or making money, then you all of a sudden want to come from nowhere and be their father. I'm not saying young people to disrespect your parents, but I'm just saying, brothers, that's wrong. That's wrong. To desert your family and then show up in the end when you know this woman might have had a struggle in raising and providing for a child that she did not have to give life to, but maybe it was because they had no other choice. Maybe it's because that's the way the Lord wanted it to be. Who are we to judge how a child is born into this world? Okay? So take care of your responsibility. If you made something out there and test shows that it is yours, then be a responsible man and step up to the plate and care for your children. Don't be a sucker for love and can't, be a responsible man and take care of your children. Okay? And vice versa. If we have any women's out there that only was selfishly thinking about themselves, you got some women's out there who, just don't feel like they are worthy of having kids or worthy of taking care of any kids as a single individual, or just don't want to be a mother at the time they give the kids up. They move on with their life. Kids out there has been, a lot of kids out there has been in the system for adoption today. Heaven knows, most of these kids suffer the loss of being around their real parents or knowing their real parents. Some of them end up in good homes, good families, and turn out to be, a success story. My head go off to you kids that struggle like that because I love you. I love you, and this is me from a prospective mother that had to struggle to take care of her own child, and I did it. I made it over, baby. I might not have been the age that I would have liked to have been when I perceived my first child, but I made it over. It was a struggle yet, but I made it. With the help of the Lord, I made it, and I held on to God's unchanging hand, which gave me a gift from heaven. And I loved it and I appreciated it. Everybody couldn't see what I see. They, people judge you and talk about you and say, oh, look at that individual. Maybe it was your time to give birth and to a child that God placed inside of you, But anyway, my head goes off to you, those in the categories that I said. And may God continue to bless you in your struggle and your walk with the Lord as you are parents, mothers, fathers. There are some single fathers in the world, too, that are very responsible. My head goes off to you as well. If you're a family man and you choose to take care of your kids, don't take advantage of what is for your kids. Just live life to the best of your ability and take care of your kids to the best of your ability. If you was left with kids to take care of, love them. Do not be an abusive parent to your kids and verbally abuse them because they're young, they're growing, they don't know. You have to teach them according to, what, if you're a believer, what the word says, train a child in the way it should go, and when they grow old, they'll never depart from it. The word up is about life and life in itself, being in different relationships, according to what experts have said today. but know signs of abusive relationship and know the difference between parenting. Because when you're in an early relationship, you can be left with the burden of having to raise children as a single parent when the other person could be in denial or just not ready to be a father or a mother. So let's not be quick to judge people, because you got a lot of people that's struggling with this day by day. Let's not call them out. Let's not put them down. Let's just, pray for them and wish them well and wish them the best. And support them if you can. Help the struggle. That's what we need. More people that can help the struggle of single parents raising children. Okay? All right. All right, so I covered areas that, can possibly affect us and what comes out of relationships. In some areas, early relationships. Okay? All right, so I want to get into another area. When I come back, I'm going to explain in my next video the different type of soulmates and different areas of soulmates, how to recognize your soulmate. So for now, I'm going to say peace out. I have nothing but love for you. If you like this video, give me thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video. Until next time, just have a little walk by faith and stay up. See you later. Until next time. Bye.